Trying to think of like hot middle-aged men. I don't know, like Idris Elba.
Yeah, great. Sign him up. I'm in.
Welcome to Make This Movie, a live brainstorm session where we'll dream up a completely new movie completely on the fly. I'm your host, Allison Raskin.
And I'm your host, Gaby Dunn.
We're co-hosts. There's two of us. This week's episode is really exciting because we're going to be diving into superhero movies.
I'm so happy with this topic. We have Jourdain Searles, writer, film critic, podcaster, and comedian. Jourdain is the creator and editor-in-chief of Fishnet Cinema, as well as the co-host of Bad Romance Podcast. Welcome, Jourdain.
Great to be here.
We're also joined by Parker Deay, who is an incredible television writer and producer whose impressive credits include Community and American Dad.
Thank you for having me, guys. I'm excited.
What are things that you guys love about superhero movies and something that we want to make sure that we include in this film?
I know one thing we do at American Dad is that we get super crazy, but the showrunners always insist that there's a very clear storyline.
I like it when they're actually fighting for something that I believe in.
What do we not want this movie to have?
Boring women. Because there are men like at the helm of these things, it's not that great when it comes to women, and it's also not that great when it comes to race.
As a white man, I think all superhero movies are perfect, and I think we should do exactly what we've been doing this whole time and not change anything.
Here are our parameters that we have to have for this movie. The hero doesn't use their power to fight crime. They must not get their superpowers from traditional means, such as radioactive sludge or aliens. Our hero must have a real job, and it can't just be that they're the head of a multinational corporation.
It's like Erin Brockovich, right? So this person is a lawyer. They're representing a bunch of people who have been poisoned by the water in their town because this big corporation has been putting bad things in the water. The first scene is like the corporation wins the court case.
I wonder if also figuring out a superpower early on would help us.
Someone can't lie to them, and then she gets people on the stand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that could be interesting. Have like a bunch of evil corporation people on the stand just admit to what they're doing.
What if her name's Julia, because of Erin Brockovich? And then Liar Liar, so she's Julia Carey. And then her superhero name is...
Truth Serum?
I was thinking that too!
Who plays Julia Carey?
What if it's like Gina Torres?
I don't know who that is.
She plays like someone's mom on Gossip Girl.
That's what we'll put on the billboard. She played someone's mom in Gossip Girl.
Do we think that she's always had this power?
Yeah.
What if she gets punched? Then it unlocks it.
That is so funny.
She ends up getting in a bar fight, unlocks her superpower. Maybe she doesn't know at the beginning of the movie who is actually at fault for whatever is going on.
What if it's someone who is like pretending to work with her and pretending to care?
The defense attorney for the evil corporation. We find out that they're actually a super villain and that they're the only ones who aren't compelled to tell the truth to our superhero.
That's a great twist, because the one thing she can rely on in life is that people tell her the truth.
Who would it be? I'm trying to think of like hot middle-aged men. I don't know, like Idris Elba.
Yeah, great. Sign him up. I'm in.
The defense attorney comes to her and is like, hey, I support what you did. Like, that was really great. But that person is really the bad guy. The mom is the head of the evil corporation.
Who plays Idris Elba's mom?
I would say Alfre Woodard.
Oh my god. Oh gosh. The studio just called. Okay, yeah, so that's the note. The main character has to have a magical creature that she has to keep alive, similar to Baby Yoda. It was a family pet, and once she's activated, it shows up, and it's like, now I'm here to help you now that your power is unlocked.
It seems like some sort of little plant. Oh, Little Shop of Horrors, a talking plant.
Yeah!
Oh, talking plant. Love that idea.
Now, you know how in a lot of these movies, there's a love interest who ends up being a bad guy, and the person has to go back to what was in front of their face the whole time? maybe after the defense attorney turns out to be a bad guy, she has to go back to this plant who's been in front of her face the whole time. She walks into the courtroom late and has plant all over. It's like, sorry, I was just on the phone with my mom.
The only thing that we're kind of missing is how does she find out that he's bad?
They're hanging out with like a third person. I don't know who the third person would be, but he lies to them. She knows that it's a lie and the other person doesn't.
So there's a final scene. There's a big whirlpool of water, and Alfre Woodard's getting the upper hand, and then Idris Elba jumps and grabs his mom, and they both fall into the whirlpool.
The plant reaches a tentacle in and saves Idris Elba. And then the plant is like, okay, I guess you two will be together. And then our lead is like, no, I want to be with you, plant.
Audiences are loving the plant sex.
Oh, what's the name of the movie?
If her name is Truth Serum, I mean, that could be the name of the movie, too.
You know, like how it's like Thor, Ragnarok. Maybe it's like Truth Serum,
Unfiltered. Welcome to our hit superhero film, Truth Serum, Unfiltered.
In a town where an evil corporation polluted the water source, Julia Carey attempts to gain justice for the community in the biggest legal battle of her life. But everything changes when a punch to the noggin in a local bar brawl activates an unexpected power.
Which is the ability to make people tell her the truth.
With this new power, she's unstoppable in court. Or is she? Armed with the help of her trusty
sentient magical plant
and her newfound abilities, will she be able to save the water? Will a steamy affair with the enemy defense attorney throw her off her game?
By the way, did we mention that he's secretly the son of the head of the evil corporation?
How close are Julia and this houseplant anyway? All these questions and more are answered in the shocking climax of Truth Serum, Unfiltered.
He f***ed the plant.
Yeah, she the plant.
That was amazing.
Jourdain, tell us where to find you.
Find me on Twitter at JOURDAYEN. You can find me on Instagram there too.
Parker, where can we find you?
Instagram and Twitter are both Parker Deay.
Thank you guys so much. This was so great, and we'll see you at the film's premiere.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
Thank you all at home for joining us. Be sure to subscribe to the Sundance TV YouTube channel and hit the bell so you'll know next time we post an episode of Make This Movie. Also like this video, please.
And share your comments. What would you have made if you had the same parameters? What would your movie look like? We want to know.
See you next week.
Bye!